Ladies and gentlemen, can we please now start making our way from the field so we can commence with the reserves grand final. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1999 Third Division Reserve Grade Grand Final between the Knox Football Club and the South Croydon Football Club. Would you now please join me in being upstanding to the playing of the National Anthem? Thank you. For we are young and free, free in golden soil and wealth for more. Our home is earth by sea. Our land abounding lakes and hills of looking rich and rare. In hymns we take
Yes, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what should be a great grand final between the Knox Football Club, South Croydon Football Club, out here at Walker Park. Of course, the reserves grand final. And gee whiz, Jeff Ward, Steve Draper joining us today in commentary. Jeff Ward, let's go to you first, mate. Your thoughts?
Yeah, thanks, Jeff Dowling. Good afternoon. Yeah, I think Knox will win in a close one. I think they've been the top side all year in the reserves.
Both sides finished with 15 wins and 3 losses.
Yes, well, there you go. It's a tough, but Knox have sort of been on top most of the year. But South Croydon had a terrific win in the preliminary final. Knox won quite easy in the second semi, but conditions will be a bit slippery. We've had a lot of rain, but luckily it's stopped at the moment, so we'll hope that it won't get any more. But it'll be very slippery on top. And good afternoon, Steve Draper.
How are you, Jeff and Jeff?
Yes.
It's this sort of ground like this, you know, the blokes with poor skills get exposed. And the guys are a little bit soft get exposed too, so it's whoever's going to go in hardest, I suppose, when it's wet like this. But Knox have been the best team all year, and they had them easy covered in the second semi, but that was a dry day, so it could be different today.
So a bit of a leveller, you reckon, with the weather?
Yeah, although I don't think there's much between them all year. Both these two sides were the top two pretty well most of the year.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting to see how things pan out. I better hit both you gentlemen for a tip. Jeffrey?
Well, I think Knox in a close one. Actually, I think it'll be a close contest, especially with these conditions. I think it'll even it up a lot.
And Stephen?
Oh, look, I'll go Knox, the local Derby boys, for wanting South, so we'll go with Knox.
Oh, well, in that case, I better go South Croydon.
Go the doggies.
Yeah, I better. Well, they've got to get a bit of support up here, fellas, so I'll go with them and I'll let you know all about it too if they take off the prize.
Well, interesting note, Jeff Dowling, we've got some experienced players. Earl Setchers there in the middle for South Croydon, very experienced senior player.
That could help South Croydon with their seniors not being in it.
Certainly will. We're just about ready for a start here. Knox will go to the right of screen up towards the Maroondah Highway end. And of course, South Croydon will go down. I don't know if there's a wind. There has been a wind. You'd think it might be 2 or 3 goals in these conditions, but time will tell. It's a blustery wind. There's
Both
the
sides
start.
got a loose player in defence.
They have. There's the start of the grand final in this reserves grand final. In they go hard there at ground level. Knox tied up there, try to get out the back, kick off the ground. It'll come out there too for Knox to Castro. He'll go through centre wing, go long to forward. They're looking for, might have been West down there at ground level. He couldn't get it. On they dive there for South Croydon. Coming out there it was Ryan Cliff, gets the ball out to half-back and a good mark out there to Matthew Hanlon for South Croydon, marked at half-back there, so a good defence there from Ryan Cliff onto Hanlon. Hanlon at half-back will head for centre wing right in front of us, wobbles there over the back there for Knox, hits ground level. Here's a chance there for Williams, bursting through, hand pass on to Lavelle, hooks it round his body to half-forward, in they come. Mark West, the coach, and Knox comes out there, but he couldn't get it. But at ground level, it'll come over towards Castro, loose ball, or Dale White goes in hard for South Croydon. Ball spills out to Hanlon there across back. Can't pick it up there, tries to tap it towards a bit cute there, and pushed it across the boundary line. Probably a bit lucky not to get pinged for
While the ball's dry, Jeff, we want to be getting scores on the board, don't we?
You're not wrong there.
It's very so, Steve Draper. Yeah, you'd think in these conditions that scoring early will certainly stand in good stead for later in the game. There's the play continues there. Gross goes in hard and kicks in danger.
Free kick,
free kick will go to Knox. It was against Robert Gross, and a free kick to go to Knox to David Garrett there for the Knox side. Now he will kick from right on 45. That is a 45-metre arc. I checked with the curator this morning. Got the confirmation.
Got
so it's
45 yards.
45 metres. So, but the wind seems to have died a bit at the moment.
I was going to say the trees in the background, they're not doing a great deal. Let's have a look at the kick.
Garrett comes in from half forward. The kick right up the top of the square up. They fly over back 1-2.
You'd have to.
Mark to
Yeah,
Knox.
he's
I think
played
it is, yeah. It was
Yeah.
a clear mark. Terrific mark there to Knox right in the goal square. And that's a fantastic mark there. It looked like it might be West. We'll just go, no, it's not Mark West. We'll just wait and see who that is.
With grand finals, Jeff, you know, obviously the first 10 minutes, you're just in dreamland, and you're just so keen, and you know, you can suddenly lose 3 goals in that first period, so this Knox will be keen to get this.
There's Donnelly. That might be Donnelly. We haven't gone and listened, but I think that's Donnelly who played in the semis last week, and he has got the first goal of the game for the Knox side from point blank range right on. Took a good mark there. 1-2 bites of the cherry.
Yeah, and good to see Knox really have done all the attacking. We've only been going 2.5 minutes into this first term, but it's pretty fair to say that the ball's been inside their 45-metre arc for best part of that time.
Dale White manning up closely there in the back line for South Croydon. Bit of push and shove.
You also see there Adams there playing across half forward for Knox, who played in the second semi-final. There's the bounce stand in the middle. Comes out to Hanlon. He tries to kick it, but misses. Setches will pick it up and kick the half forward there, looking for Brad Crossland. It comes back to Hanlon, who's been prominent for South Croydon. Hand pass off there to Slade, the captain of South Croydon. Ball hits centre wing and they go, and a free kick there will go back to South Croydon. There might be Hanlon again, and he's been prominent very early. That is
Been in the action.
Matthew Hanlon for South Croydon will take the free kick at centre wing on that outer side with the scores. Knox 1 goal leading South Croydon yet to score. Matthew Hanlon, he looks like he'll come straight across the ground to a contest. Strange one, that one, but Gross will go up there. Comes back, Lavelle gets the ball, his hand pass is deflected. It'll come there, kick to half forward there, and there's a good mark out there too for Travis Philp for South Croydon. A little one to half forward will be intercepted there by Knox, and they'll push it towards the boundary line, kick along, hugging the boundary line, and it's out of bounds. That was by Knox for, that was Steve Limno.
Gee, Jeff, with the wet, dry ball, you'd reckon he'd go long there, wouldn't you?
Well, I think it's the golden rule, Steve, is that if you're going to kick across ground, you certainly don't want to kick to a contest, do you? You want to kick to open space to a player on his own. There's Lavelle out of the ruck. Ball deflects off him and come out the back. Here's a chance there for Spencer for South Croydon. Goes backwards, a hand pass knocked on by Cokie to half forward to Garrett. Garrett on hands and knees dives in. The hand pass will come out to Williams. Whistle on play. Free kick after he got rid of it. Will come back there to David Garrett.
Some of the options that South Croydon are using with their disposal, just letting them down here.
They are, Jeff Downley, and there's a good pass from David Garrett.
Very
and
good
finding
pass.
there Dean West for the captain. No, he's
There's
not
no
the
way
captain,
he'll pass
Dean
it.
West, and he's not the coach. He was the coach last year of the Premiership side, but it's Pierre Schumann is the coach now. Dean West, very experienced player for Knox. Would be about 40 out, just wide of centre half forward. Comes in,
Nice
shot on
looking
goal.
kick.
That looks straight through the middle. Fantastic goal, Dean West for their second for Knox.
Was that 3 minutes?
No, actually, we're just ticking on to 5 now. But no, well done by West. Good lead, good diving mark, and of course, very nice kick under the conditions. And is that a little bit of sun I see trying to break through the clouds?
Wish.
We can wish, Jeff Downley. I think it was, yeah, but it was as you mentioned, Jeff, it was a terrific pass from David Garrett that hit the leading Dean West on the chest, and from centre half forward he was able to put it straight through the middle for Knox's second goal. And you mentioned, Steve Draper, that goals in these conditions to get away to a good start and score on the board early is very handy.
I mean,
Knox,
dry or wet, but it's harder to get them back.
back in the middle, up they go. That's Welsh over the top for Knox, taps it out towards centre wing, kicked off the ground there. It'll come out the centre wing, tapped off the ground by hand by Gross for South Croydon, heads for the boundary line.
Oop.
And they do the old slide over the boundary line.
Yeah, it
Tough
looks
these
good, but it's always a worry, though, isn't it, when you go sliding into the fence? Doesn't matter.
You can't put any brakes on, can you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Once you start, you just keep on
I
going.
suppose the fence can be a brake, unfortunately, at times. There's a throw in. Lavelle in front doing a bit of ruck over there. Comes back there through. He goes in again at ground level, pushed out the back. Here's a chance for Hanlon again. Hand pass heading towards the boundary line.
Yeah, I heard your little there, Steve.
Yeah, just wondering whether they're going the footy or going the man at this stage. But I suppose, we're trying to sort each other out, aren't we?
That's exactly right.
Throw in from half forward for Knox. Welsh in the ruck gets a tap down and come out the back there. Chance for Robert Gross again. There, he's pressured off the ball and it's out of bounds there for another throw in at half forward for Knox. Leading 2 goals straight, 12 to South Croydon, yet the score.
South Croydon, the banner did say Knox don't like it hard.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's what it said. I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Keen, isn't it? Only makes them go harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Play continues there. Williams tries to break out of the pack for Knox, but he couldn't get it. It'll come out the back. There's a chance for Matthew Curry at the back in the bite shorts and long sleeves for Knox, but he couldn't get it. We'll have another ball up, just pushing up towards half forward for Knox in this first quarter. Hard to gauge that when the trees look pretty still, but it's a bit deceiving from up here. There's a bounce down, a short one, tapped out by South Croydon. Comes towards there, Curry Hickett. It was tapped out in the ruck by there for South Croydon, Bradley Myers. And he's doing the ruck work opposed there to Luke Welsh for the Knox side. And they'll go up against each other. Welsh taps it over back to Curry running. He loses the ball there. Kicked off the ground by Koki towards Garrett. He slides the ball out, yes, exactly, but slides it upwards according to the umpire.
Bit tough.
Bit tough, Steve Draper.
Yeah. Especially early, wet, grand final.
Free kick to Mark Slade, the captain of South Croydon. He'll come out to this commentary side looking for Brad Cross, and he works his way to the front. Couldn't mark, tapped away there. At the back for Knox there was Dave Forsyth, and he's able to push it out of play for a boundary throw in.
The thing is, Jeff, if you're going to pay them, what's going to happen in the last quarter when it's really wet? There'll be throws everywhere in the dying minutes.
Well, you've got to be consistent, don't you? You've got to pay it. You've got to pay it all day, as they say.
Oof.
There's a throw in. It could be a
Free kick, I think.
to Welsh.
And play on.
To Adams at half forward, goes in this to full forward looking for West, thumped away by South Croydon defence. Gross goes in hard there, breaks the tackle, hand pass off to Rose. Rose off the left foot will find Setches at half back. Yes, he's marked Earl Setches for South Croydon opposed to Mark
Interesting,
Lavelle
Adams
for
in the
Knox.
2s for Knox. Obviously didn't make it in the 1s, and he was one of their better players earlier in the season.
Also Donnelly, they've made a few changes for Knox senior side in the grand final this afternoon. There's play continues, it will come out there. There was hand passed by Forsyth, but it's picked up there for South Croydon by Osborne. Paul goes to half forward. Here's a chance for LeCastro. Gets the hand pass out there looking for Steve Limno, and he sees it out of bounds for us thrown right in
Need a
front
goal
of us.
now, Jeff. South Croydon.
Well, you'd reckon so. I mean, they've got it in their zone. We've gone just on 9 minutes, and they haven't done anything on the scoreboard as yet. Let's see if they can build something out of this.
There's a tap down, comes to Hanlon. Kicks a high ball to half forward. There it is over the top there. A chance at ground level for Crossing. Also in there for South Croydon was Spencer.
Oof.
Comes out the back there, and there's a high tackle there, and the free kick
Hope
will
he
go
doesn't go
to
short this time.
No, go long, son. Go long.
Earl Setches will take the free kick now. He'll kick from Curry on the mark. He's right on 50 metres. I paced that out myself this morning, but he'll kick from it about 55. He's far too way out in these conditions. Goes in the pocket there. It's Knox with the numbers there. Getting back there is Limno. He picks it up from half back. Kicks a high ball to centre half back. Goes over the back of Slade. There, a chance there for done for South Croydon. Hand pass will come on to Setches. Setches will go over the top there. Chance for them. They can't get it. And knocks through Matthew Curriola to pick it up and defend and head for that outer side. Leading the race for the ball out there is Matthew Merritt for South Croydon, but he couldn't get it before it went out of bounds for throwing.
Settling a bit better now, South Croydon.
Yeah, I was just going to make the call that the first 8 minutes were pretty much all Knox, but now South Croydon starting to get a handle.
But I think, as you said, Steve, it's important that they score a couple of goals from these forward moves. There's a free kick. There's a free kick to Ray Bolter, who's been played most of the year. Steve Draper in the first for Knox, Ray Bolter, but he's in the seconds for this grand final. Heads there. It'll flip over the back. Here's a chance for Adams to run on. He'll run to centre forward. Danny Adams, long shot on goal, straight through the middle.
Thank you very
Fantastic
much.
goal there to Adams for the Knox side.
There's just a little reminder, Greg Hannon, that maybe he should have run in the ones. Okay?
Daniel Adams, a terrific goal there.
Interesting, just on that, I know we're talking reserves now, but last time Warrandyte played Knox in the seniors, they made a specific matchup on Adams in the first, so that obviously the other side's rate him too, and here he is in the twos, and shows his class there.
Well, he's certainly a classy football. The way he was able to pick it up, clean possession through midfield, ran 15 metres, and just from outside 45, straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Back in the middle. Third goal to Knox and a terrific start to this grand final. There's in Division 3 Reserves grand final. Welsh gets the ball through the middle, kick smothered. Williams goes in for Knox, and it's tied up there for another ball up just the other side of the centre.
I was going to say, we just made the call that South Croydon were getting a bit of a handle on it, but gee, Knox, they moved that ball well from the back line, didn't they?
Yeah, clean, dry stuff.
Yes.
Hope he throws it up this time.
Blood rule. Looks like it might be all Setchers there. Blood rule on those Setchers for South Croydon.
So I don't want to lose him.
Bit of a hold up there. But good to see, like a lot of players have been doing recently, coming off the ground.
And running off the ground.
And being replaced by Brendan Jewell, another senior player for South Croydon. So Will Setchers will go off and get fixed up and be back on shortly. Play will continue there just right in the centre of the ground with Sun trying to break through here.
Jeff made the call. Good call too.
Thank you very much. It's the only one I'll make today.
There's the tap down by Myers. It comes there to Koki for not out there. It'll come to Slade at centre wing. Gets a hurry kick to half forward. Hanlon will run on it. Being a great player. Runs to half forward. Will kick long to the top of the square. Here's a chance for South Croydon. Ball hits a deck. Chance there for Philp to tap it out there towards Rose. But good defence there for Knox. Will be able to defend there through good defence.
Hanlon's everywhere at the moment, Jeff.
It certainly is, picking up a lot of possessions.
And just
there.
coming back to what you said earlier, Steve, they kicked it long then, and they at least gave themselves an opportunity to score without worrying about going in short. You're still another decent kick away from the goal.
There's the throw in. Welsh over the back, hand pass on to LeCastro. Then on to Limno. He'll kick wide out there, and this is Limno racing for it now.
Oh, hello.
It's a bit on happening off the play, but they've got the numbers here. Adams supporting Limno. He's kicked it off the ground twice and gone to half forward. Out they come. Adams, he didn't get it. He overran it, dropped it, but he goes back.
Oh, he's done it again.
Tries to get it out the pack. Here's a chance for... there's a bit happening off the ball.
Hang on.
I
I was going to say, they've got to pay a free kick or they've got to do something here. The emergency umpire's right up there and he's having a bit of a chat too.
He had
about
no
what's
intentions
going
at
on.
all for the footy. He ends up getting the free kick.
It's one thing to be pumped up about the game, but I tell you what, it's another thing to get the footy and do something with it and then tell your opponent all about it.
That was against Alan Baker from Knox, and it will go to Stephen Kwan for South Croydon. Off the side of the boot, Rose over his hands for South Croydon. Breaking through was Myers, hooks around his body to centre half forward. There's a chance, 1-2, and a good mark there for South Croydon to Philp. Hand pass on there, here's a chance for them to Osborne. Shot on goal. He's just scraped in for a point, and that will be the first score of the game to South Croydon. A point kicked there by Paul Osborne after a hand pass from Travis Philp. A good mark there from Travis Philp at centre half forward.
But it looked good. It was good build-up. There was some good handballs in there, slick play.
Surprisingly good, isn't it, the handling of the footy with
Yes.
the wet ball and everything?
He's certainly spent enough time on the deck now to get a bit of water into it, that's for sure.
There's a kick out from full-back from Knox. They'll head for that outer side of the ground. Up they fly. Jewell in front, couldn't mark for South Croydon. It'll come back. There was a high tackle.
Yeah.
It was. It'll come back. It might be that there. Dave Forsyth for the Knox side will take the free kick after a high tackle on that outer side, half-back. Forsyth. And South Croydon has certainly been a bit better in this last few minutes. Here's a lead, little one over the top from Bolter, and he'll mark just at half-back. Call play on from the umpire. He kicks to the centre. Up they fly there. Ball hits the deck in there. Congested play. Try to get it out the pack. Not going anywhere. Out the back boy Knox. Here's a chance. Hand pass will come on to Garrett. Kicks a hurry kick to half forward. Play on calls the umpire. Ball spills out the back. Chance for Gross for South Croydon. Goes in there at ground level. Does break the tackle. Do well. Go back to Slade by hands. He'll go further out there to Wheeler. Wheeler will go out there and the markers at centre wing. They'll go over the top. It'll get intercepted by Curry here. He'll play on and kick a long ball. They've got numbers here. Knox in front there. Fantastic mark there. And Knox have marked there in front of Devon Malcolm. I think it is. You might be right there, Steve Drake.
Another one who didn't make the first.
Yes, there's another one. It was Devon Malcolm. He had to sit there. He was all on his own and a good
Well, they had even if he muffed it, they had the numbers at the base, didn't they?
They certainly did. And Devon Malcolm from
bad turnover there.
Was Malcolm 20 metres out, directly in front, has goal for Knox there, fourth goal. Terrific goal there to Devon Malcolm for Knox.
Yeah, great effort there. Knox done all the 4 goals kicked, and they've kicked all of them. 2.5 minute mark, 5 minute mark, 10.5 minute mark, and now at the 15.5 minute mark of this game.
Well, we saw yesterday, though, in 4th Divi in wet conditions that Waverley could kick away and Norwood ground them back. I suppose South Croydon have got to start doing that now.
Well, yeah, they do have to start doing it now. You're exactly right, because one just thinks, just casting the eye above, that maybe the weather's not going to get any worse.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Let's hope so, Jeff Dowling. There's the bounce. It didn't bounce very high. Myers will get it out of the ruck. Kick here, but Limno will intercept for Knox. Gets a hand pass off to Curry, who's been prominent. Hooks around his body from the wing to half forward. Here's a chance for Malcolm here. Overrun it, kick the last goal. Good defence from South Croydon, bringing out his flip over the top. It'll come there to Merritt. Merritt off the ground towards Brad Crossley. Can he get it? He can't. Here's a chance for LeCastro. Hand pass. Phil goes back in for South Croydon. But it comes out to Limno. Hand
plenty
pass
of red shirts
out
there.
the fact they've got the numbers, haven't they? And they're able to see it out of bounds there.
Yeah, Steve, we made the call. Plenty of red shirts. They may have done a little bit more there, but not to worry.
Matthew King just tapped it out of bounds, and probably lucky
King's
not.
got a nice bandage on his leg. He's got a golf bag.
That's a beauty, isn't it?
Certainly, yeah. There's this throw in. Tapped down by Myers, stolen through there, but it'll come out to Limno, who's been good at half back. Hurried kick to half forward. Dale White comes out. Probably good at free kick for a high tackle. It comes out to Adams. He fumbles it. Slade comes in. Hand pass out to Merritt. Goes through traffic. Can't get it. Getting back is Garrett. Round 1. Good hands over to Donnelly. Donnelly half volley but runs into trouble. Curry will support. He hands off to Adams. He fumbles it. Goes out to Welsh. Welsh will go underground to Garrett. On to Bolter. Bolter in trouble.
Oh, he's gone too. He's gone.
Good pressure from South Croydon.
Well done, boys. Well done, Bulldogs.
Terrific. Matthew Merritt there for South Croydon. Great tackle. Straight on with it there and find Jewell there. Brendan Jewell at centre half forward for South Croydon.
Now kick it straight down the guts.
Might go wide again.
Go for a little short one on the lead there over top. Terrific play. Could be. It's just wide there. That was a shot on goal there by Chris Stevens for South Croydon.
What a mark.
Did well. Played on. Snapped round the body, but I think it was just right over the top of the post, and that would have been a handy one for
That's
South
a waste,
Croydon.
isn't it? Good play, good tackle, get it up there. Fluky mark over the back, go back, kick it.
And really, what was he? 25 out?
Yeah, he would have kicked it.
Yeah, pretty much dead in front.
Normally.
Yeah, so anyway, not to worry. History now.
2 points to South Croydon trailing.
When they
Knox.
when they have build-ups like that, they look good, don't they? They've got to get it together.
Just got to finish off their work. There's a kick out to half back. Boulder over the back will get it. We'll be able to break hand pass over the top to Garrett running through the middle. We'll go to centre forward. He'll misdirected there. Gross will do well at half back. Pick it up on a half volley. Kick to half forward and there's a good mark there to Chris Spencer. Spencer for the South Croydon side. Just wide of the centre. He'll pop it up to centre half forward looking for Hanlon over his head. Philp comes in. Spins off his body. Curry support will come out to Adams. Adams a handball out here to Forsyth. Forsyth grabs it. Goes back in ball with a hand pass there. Looking for Garrett. Picked up by Merritt. Merritt will go with a good pass into the pocket.
Good vision, good pass.
Pass there from Matthew Merritt. And kicked into the pocket there, and here's a shot at goal for South Croydon with 2 points on the board.
9 minutes.
That was a terrific
They're playing
mark.
the footy now.
Yeah, exactly right, and they're playing good footy too. Playing good footy.
Number 19 for South Croydon. We just haven't got him listed there, but it was a terrific pass from Matthew Merritt and South Croydon. Deeganhart, thank you. It's Deeganhart with the ball. Damien Deeganhart. Number 19 for South Croydon from the forward pocket. In he comes 30 out. Shot on goal. I think he might have got this one. They like it. Clapping it. It could be the first goal to South Croydon. It is. Damien Deeganhart. And
Post is from Knox there.
Looked as though it scraped in, and the South Croydon players. But a terrific goal there to Damien Deeganhart for South Croydon for their first goal. And that's terrific to see because they've been good probably in the latter part of this first quarter.
Even though Knox kicked one against the flow with Adams, basically the last 10 minutes, I'd say South Croydon have had the footy.
Yeah, and as we've made comment, when they do play and push forward in numbers, they look good. The passes are on, starting to hit their man. So as you said, Steve, they're starting to play a good footy.
Yeah. Back in the middle. There's a bounce down. Welsh over top, but Spencer gets it, but Curry sharks it out of the middle, kicks to half forward. Here's a chance for Malcolm, taps it on there through traffic. Koki on his left foot will go out wide there, and Donnelly will run onto this and mark at half forward. Donnelly for Knox. He'll kick from just in on 45 there on that outer side. has one already to his name. Yes, has kicked 1 goal already, and he'll line up and shoot for goal on that outside. In he comes from just on 45, kicks a long ball, will reach right to the square, up they fly in front there, a chance for Malcolm, but off hands there, looks like it'll be a goal. There it is to Knox, off the pack, fantastic goal there for Knox's 5th goal.
That was out of the book of how to play in the forward pocket, wasn't it? The big guys go up, they go for the mark, it comes to the ground, the little crummers come in front, square goal.
Yeah, front and square, exactly, Steve Draper, and he did it well, and it was a terrific goal to Knox there from right on when come off Malcolm's hands. Right on the goal line, was able to shark it and put it through for Knox's 5th goal there, and it might have been Cokie there. We'll just check on that to kick that goal. Back in the middle, Welsh over the top there, gets the tap down. Through they go there. Comes out to Merritt for South Croydon, but Curry doing well. Kicks to half forward there, in front there, but Gross does well at the back there. And there it was Cokie there for Knox, and he was the one that kicked that goal. But there's Dale White for South Croydon, picked the loose ball up. It's kicked it out in the full. It was Cokie that kicked that goal, Peter Cokie for the Knox side. Now the free kick with Limno from out in the full. Centre wing goes long to half forward. Here's a chance sliding in front. There's Cokie again going at ground level. Looks like it's tied up. The umpire will call for a ball up just wide of centre half forward. 5 goals straight in these conditions is terrific. Kicking for Knox against South Croydon 1-2-8. Bounce down just wide of centre, will throw up they go. Malcolm over the top for Knox, gets it out there. Chance for Knox, come back over the head of, here's a chance for Dale White. He'll kick it off the ground there towards Brendan Rose. He overruns it. Limno comes in for Knox, being a good defender towards there for Knox. That was Garrett. He's also been prominent early.
South Croydon, we've said they're doing all right, but some of them aren't really having a go at the desired level of the grand final, are they? Yet.
No, I agree with that, Steve Draper. No, there's been a few there in the South Croydon side. There's a throw in it. Welsh with strength, but Dale White grabs it out, hooks it round, and he's kicked it out on the full. Again, that's 2 in a row for him. And the free kick will go to Limno, who's good. Tries to run around. He could get himself in trouble.
in all sorts here.
LaCastro will burst through, but they'll turn it over. Merritt will pick it up. Little one over the top. A chance there for Hanlon to run on. Oh, tough defence. Out they come. Well done. Scooped up over Hanlon. That was a red hot one. Forsyth defends. In goes Philp. King in there defending for Knox. Oh, well done there by Hanlon, being a good player. Back to Slade by hands. He runs around on his left foot, kicks to the square. Out they come there. Deegan Hart is marked again. Terrific play from Knox, and especially by Hanlon. He's been a terrific player. Brilliant. Matthew Hanlon got the hand pass off to his captain Slade, and on his left side.
But you know, just the quick little kick out. Bloke playing in front marks it to 25 out. Terrific. Playing in front, advantage there, isn't it?
Exactly, and Deegan Hart did the right thing, was in front.
Keeps a minute. Forget it.
What's going on here? The umpire just saying to there for South Croydon, Chris Stevens. Don't know what that was about.
I think he was just being just mentioning. Yeah, I think he's just been a bit pedantic to tell you the truth.
Make sure he wears a clean jumper after half time.
So Damien Deegan Hart from virtually the same spot that he got South Croydon's first goal. And he comes from the pocket and he's repeated the dose. He's second, Damien Deegan Hart for South Croydon.
No doubt about that one too. That was straight through the hay little.
So that's 2 goals for Damien Deegan Hart. That will take them, South Croydon, on to 2-2-14, trailing Knox 5 goals straight, 30.
Yeah,
shots to 4.
Yeah, interesting to note too. I was just going to say, inside 45, Knox have been in there 10 times for obviously a return of 5 straight goals. South Croydon have also been in 10 times and they've got a return of 2-2. So,
well, there you go. Stats tell it's a pretty even game,
pretty even
isn't
contest,
it? Really?
Yeah.
But, Knox just probably been a bit more effective up forward with 5 straight goals. There's Curry out there, but Hanlon's just starring for South Croydon. Kicks it off the ground once, then twice. In they go there. He goes in again, and the ball is it's a throw in there on that outer side wing position for South Croydon, who've been a lot better in the latter part of this first quarter.